Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's Thursday. It's Korner Pregame.
You ready? No debate, cause they sold. I'm too official, got the drip, I got the sauce. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, yeah. Still standing and defiant. Slay the competition, cause I'm walking like a giant. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, corner booth.
I see myself. Kate, I feel like I have not officially said this. I've tiptoed around it. Kate, will you marry me?
Do I have to answer now? Or
No, you have time. You can think about it. You can think about a way to say no without hurting my feelings if you want.
Oh
lovely. I'll send you a letter.
Just don't even.
Right, cool. Thank you. Shit. I'll send you my address later so you can send it to my house.
Yeah, I'm never giving you my address. I don't want you getting that close.
Oh, I know.
Would you guys
Ladies and gentlemen,
I sprinted to the garage to get a Diet Coke during that entire intro? Because
you
I did.
motherfucker.
Nice. I'm proud of you. That was fast.
He interrupted my intro.
That's cool. Why'd you kick him?
He interrupted my intro.
All right, do
Ladies
your
and
thing.
gentlemen, welcome in. It's Thursday. It's Korner Pregame. JD sucks because he's not a sports fan anymore.
I don't care much for sports, but I love Diet
listen.
Coke.
We found my intern. There he is.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Oh, we're
Wow, we
good,
got a
man.
sick-
Listen, it's
I feel like
Thursday.
the Brady Brunch right now.
Dude, we got
Yes.
college football championship.
I like being
week,
under Kevin.
which is just one of the best weekends in sports. We have a great weekend of games in the NFL. The problem is a lot of them are going to probably be upsets, and then we have about 3 really good games that are actually going to be fun to watch. That being said, we also have MLB news. 1, fuck Rob Manfred. 2, we got college football coaching switches. And we got the whole crew today. The whole Korner Booth family's in the house. We got Tailgate in the Quads, Mr. Kev, our resident house cat, Pat Donahue, our intern, Jake, that loser below Kevin, JD, and my amazing sidekick, Samir.
Hey, and you know what? I don't know if people watching, they don't follow me on Instagram. Obviously, Little Library Boy, of course, is my new Instagram username. I posted today on my story what Robert Manfred wrote was the most disgraceful piece of writing I've ever seen in my life. He's a coward. He's an idiot. He's the worst commissioner, and all. He sucks.
Well, not single-handedly.
Smear, I'm tired of you using this show to clout chase. Okay, we'll follow
Yeah.
you on Instagram.
I'm okay
It's
with it.
what
I
you do.
support it.
Yeah, I approve.
If you don't
Right.
follow me on Instagram, I quite frankly think you're missing out.
Yeah, it really is your loss if you don't follow Samir.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. Remember that, Jared, that one time I did your intro for you and it was like really funny and cool?
I was laughing my ass off about it because it was very on point. Now, see, the thing is now with the podcast, I try to make sure that I don't always inflect the right word, so it always throws Samir off.
He's been changing it up a lot.
Yeah,
Like the
I
intro
think
has
it's-
like felt different.
I think it was 2 weeks ago. I literally came in dry as a fart, and then literally I hit the most random word.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
That was fun.
Both me and JD were
by
like,
the way,
I think we stopped recording for a second. We're like, wait, what was that?
by the way, if you haven't already, please go check out our amazing podcast, The Korner Booth Pod. You can find it anywhere you find your podcast: iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify. I believe we're on Amazon Prime now. I am not sure. They get weird with distribution shit. But also, if you like our show, please check out Tailgate in the Quad, one of the best college football podcasts around. Kev, why are you shaking your head?
Don't get me started on distribution. It's a pain in the ass.
Oh,
If
fuck
I
this.
release an
know,
episode at
it's a-
7, it should be on your platform by 9 a.m.
Yeah.
It's infuriating. Also, speaking of college football, can I tell a funny story about
Go
my
for
high
it.
school reunion last week?
Oh, I am so here for
Oh, did you go?
the parlay fall
I
apart.
did go. My
Oh,
co-host
no.
harassed me every week while we were recording about going to our high school reunion. So I bit the bullet and went. It was during the Iron Bowl.
Why? Why'd you go?
Well, I did it kind of. I said if it was a good game, I was going to be late. If Alabama was losing,
Okay,
I was
sure.
or it was a blowout, I was going to be on time. So I didn't really want to watch what happened, and then I ended up watching on my phone at the reunion. I had people I have not spoken to in 6 years because it was our 5-year reunion technically, but we didn't have it last year. So 6
Right.
years. I had people come up to me, ask me if I was okay because of the Iron Bowl. Like, dude, are you good? I'm shocked you're here right now.
Everyone just knows your brand.
That's true. Also, I found out apparently people I went to high school with talk about my tweets in a concerning manner about the things I tweet. So that was also something weird.
Well, that's one thing I can relate with your high school friends about.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very reasonable.
Like I had a Will
I'll
Smith
be
tweet
honest.
a couple weeks ago. He said in an interview that he was having so much sex that he would throw up every time.
Yeah, that was by the way, awesome. Hell yeah.
I tweeted, wow, every woman I've ever had sex with also has this issue.
Oh, right.
Apparently that got a lot of conversation amongst guys I graduated.
That's a good tweet. Come on.
Oh, thank you, Jake.
Well, all like 2 people that have thrown up is probably like, just a normal
Could just be a
thing.
coincidence at that point. Yeah.
Oh my god! All right.
It's hurtful. It was one. I'm not a slut.
Yeah, I was pissed off because I basically had my parlay rolling. I told this to Samir. I basically had, and this wasn't even a name at Kevin. I just literally was like drunkenly picking games on Friday night while I was at the bar and completely forgot that 2 of these teams were against Kevin's teams. And I just like, oh, I feel like a dick if this happens. I picked Michigan with the points.
You didn't feel like a dick for that?
Nope, I loved it. I love seeing rivalries actually be rivalries.
Can I remove myself? How do I do this?
It's the leave studio button.
Jay-Z's gonna go hide and cry in the corner for an hour. Then I picked outright Alabama to lose to Auburn. I just felt like maybe Auburn is gonna. That was my ballsy one because the money line for Auburn was so stupidly high.
It was a good
Kevin. The money line was so good I could not pass it up.
Don't apologize. Auburn blew it.
I should have flipped it. I know. I should have flipped it.
If you picked Auburn to cover, I also would have taken that bet. That line was way too big. That
was my problem. If I just took Michigan's money line was almost the same. I think it was like $1 less payout. I would have walked away, and then it just came down to Tennessee getting their ass handed to them by New England.
That's a bad bet.
Yeah, the money line was such a joke. I said, fuck it. Maybe they'll show up today. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I don't pick against teams Kevin roots for, because every time I get fucking burned.
Did anyone check on Shannon after the Iron Bowl, though?
She's got hockey season. She give a fuck at this point.
No, she was unwell.
Yeah, I saw something on Instagram and I was like, yo, bro, there's always like next year, like the typical bullshit like response. And then it was like, yeah, I'm like, my bad, I shouldn't have brought it up.
Yeah.
We didn't really talk shit before the game. We texted a little bit during it, mostly complaining about officiating because the officiating at the beginning was bad both ways. We both kind of saw the plays that the nod calls and the calls that impacted our team more, but neither of us were like, yeah, you're just getting all the calls. Like the officiating was bad all around. But then she put on her Instagram story, when Alabama was losing, at Belly Up Kev, you good, with a picture of the TV at her bar. And then after the game, I put on my story. I put that and said, yeah, I'm pretty good. How about you?
I think my reply to that after the game was, this did not age well.
Yeah. I did see that happen.
Is this football you guys are talking about?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So what is this, hockey? What are we doing here?
Yeah, that game, how did that make you feel, Kevin, like, about the team? Did you just say, oh, it was an off game? Is it just an off game?
We already had our off game. It was A&M.
So how does this make you feel going into this Georgia game?
I was really hoping the rumors about Bill O'Brien to Virginia Tech were true.
Right.
I was too. Is that really bad? I wanted him to go to Virginia Tech so bad because he can't recruit for shit.
Pete Golding has turned it around reasonably well. The defense is playing well this year. There are plays you're like, what the fuck's going on? In a couple series, but generally they're not high scoring games. Like the Alabama defense isn't giving up points like they used to, like the Ole Miss game last year. But you can only see a halfback dive on 3rd and 1 every single time for so many games before you start losing your mind. We have a former NFL head coach as our offensive coordinator. We have a former NFL head coach as our defensive line coordinator, and they're both just terrible sometimes. So
we've realized just being an NFL coach does not necessarily write you off as as being able to coach because there's been some rough hires.
Yeah,
Freddie
no,
Kitchens, McAdoo.
McAdoo, man.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I don't know. It's just been an annoying season, but I'm hopeful we can turn it around at the end.
Well,
Also, I feel
finally.
weird complaining about an 11-1 team having a disappointing season.
Yo, listen, like Nick Saban just took. Did you see his press conference this week about him getting pissed at Alabama fans?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did
and
see
I am one of the worst at that, by the way. Whenever Alabama doesn't win by enough, in my opinion, Cannon will text me and I'll freak out. But also, I kind of see where he's coming from. The team is 11-1. We are coming off a national championship. It's very hard to repeat. So I agree with him, even though I'm part of the problem.
At least you admit you're part of the problem.
Oh, I'm well aware.
That's the first step.
I have contributed nothing to this team.
That's not true. You paid tuition.
No, I
right?
didn't.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
then
that's
you've
right.
contributed nothing to this team.
You a booster at all, or
Yeah, Kevin gives $1.
You went to a
the
game, right? You
Kentucky
bought a
Pride.
ticket. That's supporting.
I went to plenty of games.
There you go. You bought tickets. That's supporting. Financially.
I have never been to a Miami game, but I'm actually going next year, boys. I'm announcing it today. I'm actually going to buy tickets and take a full 5-day weekend trip to Miami and
Nice.
see how that city can treat me.
I've actually been to 3 Oregon games.
really?
Yeah,
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, they're fun.
Are you
What
serious?
games?
No, I'm fucking lying. What do you?
You probably played them at one
This kid
point.
is
I don't know. You
fantastic,
find yourself
okay?
at
He
Red
does probably
sporting events
do okay
all
for
the
himself,
time.
but like, yo,
In the little time I've known you, you've gone to like major sporting events, and I'm like, I don't know how Samir gets tickets these days.
Also, I don't know if they played like Syracuse or something at one point,
yeah,
or
shit, I don't know.
if for some reason you were
No.
in Seattle
You seem to be
and you
well
went to
connected,
Eugene.
Samir. I don't know, your roommates or whatever. Like, you got like tickets to Yankees Red Sox like 5 times in a month. Like, I feel like you're
Oh.
connected. Like, I thought maybe you just know someone who was always getting free tickets to things. And
No, I'm not connected. I'm just kind of savvy in that way.
that's what connected is.
Sure.
I've been to-
like
to
I just
Fort
remember I got a
Lauderdale.
text from him. I was in the middle of a job. I'm on a floor machine. I'm literally going inside. I'm like, who the fuck's texting me right now? It's Samir. I'm like, hey, I got tickets to the Yankees the Yankees playoff game tonight. I can't make it. I'm like, okay.
Jared, I
That's
love
a-
how you painted a picture of the setting you were in when you got
Yeah,
the text.
same.
That helped.
Storyteller, man.
That
I
helped
can
me
visualize it. Yeah.
context-wise. Now I get the emotional state you were at when you got the text. I like. What
Well,
were you
can I
wearing?
paint the story of you watching Michigan win?
You weren't there, so I don't know.
I
how
can
you-
read your mind.
Well, actually, I told it on the podcast of the day from hell I had. So
At that
Check
very
it
same
out.
moment in time, I was probably sitting at this very desk. I was waiting. It was Tuesday. It was a Tuesday afternoon.
Jared, you can't hurt me. I don't care about sports.
I don't know if
So,
class until 12:30, and the tickets for the wild card game dropped at 11. And I just sat and refreshed the student nines, and that's how I got it.
Were you happy
That's
you
the
went to
best
that
deal
game?
in town, Samir.
Yeah, it was awesome. I was happy that day. Yeah, I was happy that day. It's just when I got the tickets, I literally got in my chair, went yes. And that night, I was not happy. No, I was very happy at all.
So I'm looking into getting a bonsai tree. Do you guys think I'm responsible enough? to take care
Yo,
of
we got a bonsai tree over here. We got a bonsai tree.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Wait, Samir, do you wear Yankees jerseys when you go to games at Fenway?
Yeah. Well,
I'm so sorry.
I told the story about how I, of course,
No
got,
one cared about my bonsai tree, Jake.
I got ice
I saw
poured
you
down
cared.
my back or whatever.
So-
Well, I don't know what it is.
So-
I was going to ask, but we'll get back to it.
Probably a good thing the Red Sox won because I don't know if you would have made it home that night.
That's also a good point.
That's a
It
very
was just
valid
bad.
point for the Boston area.
Man.
Like, I can relate. I had my buddy, the Giants fan, Mr. Maserati, friend of the show, says, "Hey, I might wear a Lawrence Taylor jersey to the Eagles Washington game we're going to in 2 weeks." I'm like, I am not trying to fight an entire section of Eagles fans to keep your ass from getting jumped, you dumbass.
Looks like that.
Yes,
Jake.
Mr. Miyagi,
Yeah,
we
you
know what a
should get one,
bonsai
Jake.
tree is.
Jake
Jake
did it. We're
said
having
he
a
didn't.
separate
I
conversation.
didn't. I was going to Google it, but JD beat me to it. So
Yeah,
Continue.
bonsai trees are cool.
I just wanted to show Jake what a bonsai
I'll have
tree
you know I tried to spell it Bonzi. So
Yeah, no, I didn't spell it right.
it wasn't
either.
giving me any results.
One
I
of
didn't-
my
Thanks,
my friends has a Lego bonsai tree. It's pretty cool. Maybe you should get a Lego one, JD.
How do you have
Wait,
a Lego
these are-
bonsai tree?
Hmm.
It's really cool.
Jared,
Yeah,
Spell
buddy.
bonsai.
Bonzi.
Nope.
Close.
It's SAI.
BONSAI.
Yeah, I
Oh.
wouldn't. I did not. That's not what I
I
typed
figured
in.
they have a
It said
Z in
Z.
it. I thought like
I knew it.
Jared, that's how I just spelled it on Google. So
Yeah.
I'm
No,
with
me
you.
that's,
too.
that's
we're-
my
but we're
answer.
But I
wrong.
made sure.
Down.
But I made sure to hit the autocorrect before I put it up there, so I wasn't made fun of.
Fair
It,
enough.
looked like,
Oh,
it
boys.
looks like I typed it incorrect.
Business
in front of
decision.
God and all its creatures, who the hell are we picking for our suggesting for our third game tonight? Like, what the fuck are we picking for college games? Like, we doing Pac-12, we doing ACC,
Oregon.
Big 12.
Or
I like Pac-12. I'll pick Oregon.
Of course, you like the Pac-12. You champion.
well, Big 12 could be fun. But
Hey, by the
yeah,
way,
don't
by the way,
care.
can I toot my own horn here and be like, this beard is really coming in, huh?
No, it
The
is.
mustache
I was-
big
It
as
is.
a
It is.
bird.
I'm
That's
jealous.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Jake, get a beard.
Yeah, I'm feeling sexy. I'll
Dude,
say that.
I would if I could. I'm working on. I got like a week and no shaving right here. I don't think
That's
I'll
a
ever
week?
be able to grow a beard.
I
Yeah.
can't either, Jake. It's fine.
I'm
I-
21.
I-
This is a
mine's
week.
all in my
Like, fuck
beard.
me.
I'm gonna
Honestly, mine looks terrible. I need to.
I'm gonna
shave.
be clean shaven next week, which is gonna suck.
for work.
I start my new job the following Monday.
Don't no power
Golf guy
moves
for
only,
Kev,
dude.
boys. Golf guy for Kev.
But like,
No,
show
wait,
up with a beard, dude. Like, assert dominance on those who can't grow one.
My beard's
That
not
would
that
be-
impressive.
I'm being
That's the
utterly
issue.
dominant
I
in
was gonna
this
say,
live
Pat,
stream right
jeez.
now.
So, you know, the best part was like the first time I met Pat in person, right? Dude's got a beard. It's like this fucking thick. I'm like, geez, that's impressive.
Oh yeah, like when I first got out of the army, I didn't give a shit. I was like, I don't know how to shave anymore.
Hey Pat, thank you. Seriously.
Oh yeah. But like
I
now
we
it's
don't
like
say
you,
it
just-
enough.
you gotta trim it.
Guys, Jacoby Ellsbury's Twitter is so funny.
I don't know.
He
man.
hasn't tweeted in years, but
Sounds
he's also
hilarious.
just he's kind of just a
still
goofy
alive.
looking
Hasn't
guy.
tweeted in years. Sounds hilarious.
He's kind of just a goofy looking dude, and I think you could attest to that, Kevin.
Why? Because
I am not
dude, is that what
going
you're
to
saying?
comment on the way a Native American man looks being goofy as a white man. I feel like I can't do that. We
Oh, I
get
can't.
canceled.
I'll do it. Yeah, no. He
Is,
looks
is, it,
goofy.
is it worse that even though Jacoby Ellsbury had Native American heritage?
Yep.
No,
I mean,
I
you're part of
I
the
mean, I'm a
problem.
hater because he took so much
Shut
money
up.
from the Yankees.
Oh, I
Like,
love
he-
that so
Mm.
much.
Yeah, he takes.
That's my
it so
favorite thing
hard.
about him. Funny enough.
Yeah, he probably the worst investment in Yankees history.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Hmm.
Or
Um,
making Jabba Chamberlain a starter, Samir. Come on.
He was okay.
Dude, he went from being a good setup, a great setup, man, to being a
Oh yeah, and then he.
below
Well, I
average
mean,
full starter.
whatever. I mean, it's chill. We worked around that.
True. All right, I'm making an executive decision. I feel like Oklahoma State Baylor is going to be fucking awesome. So,
All right,
you
all right,
guys
all right, all right.
rather have to fight with a samurai sword. You get a samurai sword, a gorilla once a year to use a car unlimited, or kill a chicken barehanded, fight a chicken barehanded every time you have to use a car.
well,
Oh,
Pat's
samurai.
got a fucking
Samurai.
guitar right
I
there.
would fucking
Here's
love
his
to have a
answer.
samurai sword.
No, I do see. I would do the chicken. A gorilla could kill you.
Yeah, I think
One
I
right
would go
nice
chicken.
Swipe, I'd
A
kill
chicken is
every time.
nuisance at most. Yeah.
But it's gonna
You
wear
punt a
on you
chicken like a
killing chicken
football.
every day. But
Mm.
you could do it. I mean, these chickens fight back. I mean, these things are like cockfighting chickens. You know, they're all
Every
coked
day?
up. But every time you want to use your car,
Oh,
I think
okay.
the only question would be: is the chicken like carrying diseases, or is it clean?
it is hopped up on drugs, but it is a clean chicken. I
Okay.
wouldn't suggest
then, yeah, I
eating
go,
the chicken.
Yeah, I'm
No,
fighting.
no, no.
I'm fighting
Then-
KFC. Let's do this.
Then I'd go for the chicken. I feel like that would wear on you for the first like month, but
Then you
then
would just be
it would just
snapping
become
necks
it,
and-
yeah,
yeah.
it would just become a part of your day. You're like, all right, I gotta
Desensitized
wake
to
up,
murdering.
iron my
Yeah.
shirt, shower, brush my teeth, get my keys, eat breakfast, kill the chicken, go to
Kill the
work,
chi-
come
yep.
home,
Yep, no, I agree.
finish
That's
work,
Plus,
kill the
it
chicken,
sounds
come
easy
home.
with the samurai sword, but one of these years, you're telling me that gorilla, you're gonna like swing and miss, or it's gonna
As it starts
charge
slowing
you
down,
or
you get
something.
older.
And yeah, exactly. You're gonna when you're older, like, well, you want to be 50 fighting a gorilla. I'll snap a chicken neck when I'm 50, but
Bro, I
But
studied
now
the
with the
blade.
chicken,
Good. Like
JD, if I
Yeah,
want to go get a cheeseburger on my lunch break, do I have to kill a chicken to get in my
Every
car
time
again?
you use the car.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So it's.
I don't use a car.
That's
I
a
think-
lot of
And
chicken.
now you don't have to provide the chicken either. In this situation, the chicken and
The
gorilla.
chicken is
they're
provided.
there.
Wait,
they're there.
So could I just bike without having to kill a chicken?
Sure. Yeah, I guess.
All right, I bike
Where's
everywhere.
that?
This sounds like a
You
good
live
way
in
to
the
cut down on
East
carbon
Coast.
emissions.
You live on the East Coast. You're gonna bike in the middle of winter.
I have an important
Yeah.
distinction here, though.
Samir got them snow
Right,
tire
well,
bikes,
Samir
man.
just isn't doing the question. Then he's not doing either.
No,
He's just
I
not
well,
using
I
his
just got a
car.
text. Have you ever tried to catch a chicken? You're a northern boy.
Here's the thing.
Where's the lie though?
In this situation, I'd like to think I don't have to catch the chicken. It is
That
in
was
my
my
garage.
question.
I
It's
have
like-
like,
Yeah, it's
It's
there.
in the
Really
garage. You have to
snap.
catch it in the garage.
Like I'm
Okay.
just walking up to it and just kind of.
all right. Was
Like, I
this
feel like
text from
best case
Vinny?
scenario is it
or
runs
kind
away
of a little
from
bit
you.
of this
What?
action.
That seems like a Vinny text message.
It was not Vinny. Vinny doesn't have my number. It
Here's
was
the thing,
our
I'd
good
like to
friend
think I have a
Gilbert.
I like
corral,
interacting
right?
with
And
Vinny
I'm
on
like-
Twitter.
I'm like making
Vinny's
the
a
corral
fun
like
interact.
smaller, like getting it cornered and then grabbing it.
Quick
Okay.
question. As a gun owner, am I allowed to shoot the chicken?
No, you are not.
I was
No,
about to ask
No,
the
bare
same question.
hands.
absolutely not. No weapons.
Wait, I park outside. Does that mean I have to chase down a chicken through?
Well,
my
that's
neighborhood?
where we start to get hairy here. I don't know if I'd like to think there is a form of an arena, like
Can I
there's some
fry
room for the
the
chicken
chicken after I
to
kill it?
move, but there
There's
is an
rules.
enclosed.
Okay.
There's an enclosed area, like a little
Katie.
fence. Like I like to think you got like a little like
The
20
octagon.
by 20.
JD, is there a
pocket
caveat
area.
to this? Do I get to fry the chicken after I kill it?
Well, I can't be guaranteed that the chicken is safe to eat. That
Well,
I'm not saying it's
listen,
not.
I fry
And
it
there's a
long
lot of
enough-
drugs there. If you want to consume it,
It's
I don't know
drugged
what's
up.
going to be.
It's drugged
yeah,
up.
It's a drugged up.
So-
Cocaine!
So you might, I don't know.
Sure, yeah, sure, man.
You might
Maybe
become
cocaine, I don't
fully
know.
addicted to like chicken feathers. I don't know.
Then
I
I
might
might
just be like licking the feathers and just catching a buzz. I don't know.
I might be taking sword gorilla here once a year.
It is
Yeah,
once and you're done, but I do think that's just a better way to like die at some point.
Well, it's an
I don't
honorable
know.
way to
I mean,
die.
but
like,
no, you know what? You know what? When I get bested by the gorilla is when I know it's time to die.
It's time.
yeah, it's honorable.
What happens,
Yeah.
what happens when it happens like this year, like 22?
Yeah.
It
It's
also
like a-
might
like
keep
a
me from
kind
like
of honor
skipping the
thing.
gym all the time. Because then I'll be like, holy shit, I need to be in shape to
You gotta
beat
get
up
ready
this
for the
gorilla.
gorilla.
You know what?
Like, let me go to
Pat
the
and
gym.
Jacob
That's a good
convinced
point.
me. I'm going gorilla.
I think I'm gorilla about this.
When the
I'm
You know
gorilla's
how
Great
ripped
chicken.
you would be if you had to be concerned with killing a gorilla
And you know
once a
what?
year?
You know how
Like,
good I get with the sword, bro? You know how good
Dude,
I
oh
get.
yeah.
That's the thing. Is like it's not that you'd have to stay in the gym all day.
You don't
you
get to
need
keep
to like
the sword.
study the blade
sword
for a
is
little.
once a year.
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
the
you just gotta
killing
study
of
the
Watch
gorilla.
Kill Bill a couple times.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of Ghost of Tsushima. I just like slicing up Mongolians like left and right.
I played real life Fruit Ninja with my sword, dude. I could
I have
probably
JD
done
beat
that
a
as
moving
well.
gorilla.
I've done that as well with a samurai sword.
I've done that with an
Once
axe. That
once
counts.
the gorilla or chicken is killed, do I have to get rid of it on my own, or is there
No,
like
there's a
like
crew. I
garbage
mean, you're like
service that picks
signing
it
up. You're signing with the chicken gorilla agreement. Like there's a crew. It's a whole
Okay.
production. Yeah, no, they're bringing the gorilla. They're taking that. You literally just have to kill them.
Like the other party sign a waiver, like I'm giving up my gorilla chicken to like be
Right.
murdered by you or to
Right.
murder you.
What they do with the gorillas and chickens, I mean, that's someone much higher
It's
pay grade than me
third
figuring out what's
party.
up with that. Yeah,
I like to
Hey,
do
man,
JD
don't
that
underrate
doesn't care
yourself,
about
man.
sports. He cares about gorillas and chickens.
Not sports. Yeah, just casual, transportation questions.
Anything with
Oh,
sports.
JD, did
about
you get your
the time.
Spider-Man ticket yet?
I did. Yeah, thank you for asking, Samir. I did. Yes. We're gonna go first. First
I love
showing
it.
in Toledo.
I actually
Cool.
live in a I live in a town that's not populated enough that I'll be able to get my ticket in my hometown theater opening night if I want it. Which is
I don't buy that. Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
weird.
may have to go to like the 10 o'clock show, but like I'm still okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm
Actually,
hyped. I'm hyped.
someone there was a guy getting a group of them that he counted me in, and I have confirmed, got my receipt and everything. So I did not physically do it, but I have a ticket for me.
Also, like I have no problem going to see it 3 days later. I don't give a fuck.
Also, that movie consumes my life. It's pretty much all I think about.
I know, like you've talked about in your podcast, like what, 3 episodes in a row at this point?
Yes, it's the only thing we're talking about.
Boys, so have we talked enough about baseball yet, or can we continue shit on Rob Manfred? Like I'm okay with this.
Well,
Let's
been
bury
going
him.
on? Yeah, we can bury Rob Manfred.
Let's
We can
bury
talk
his
about Rob
motherfucker. I called him a gangster on our boy Ryan McCarthy's live stream before. Shout out to No Grounds Required.
He's not a gangster. He's a rat.
He's
Gangster's kind of a dope name though. Like you act like that's
No,
like
he's
a
a rat.
No, he's a
He's
mafia
rat
boss.
gangster.
He's
Gangster's
a
dope. Makes
fugazi
him sound
mafia
cool.
boss.
That sounds dope. I like him now.
That
Nah, fuck
Fugazi
Rob.
mafia boss is not a good term to have whatsoever. So
It's not like I think of that guy and I don't think like little bitch. I think like, oh, that guy's running shit.
Oh no, he's a little bitch. I miss Bud Selig at this point.
That's what I'm saying. I think you need to give him a worse name. Calling him a gangster makes him sound cool.
No, I take it
Piece of
Fugazi mafia boss.
I don't hate that either. Like if you called me that, I wouldn't
like
look at that as
Fugazi
like,
is like derogatory. Like it's not like a
Is it?
yeah.
Yes.
You know, Fugazi, Fugazi.
It's
Yeah.
fake.
Pixie dust.
It's fake. It's piece
Yeah,
of shit. That's
pixie
what it
dust.
means.
Yeah, I would go with just piece of shit. I think
That works.
Rob
yeah.
Manfred basically
that gets the
blamed the
point.
players in his letter to baseball fans. He blamed the players, said like we didn't need to do this, even though the owners voted to lock out instead of continuing to negotiate. It's bullshit. He's signing with the billionaires who own teams because they're not making enough money because the Cardinals owner came out broke after a season or something. He said it a while ago. But I still do think Rob Manfred is probably the third best commissioner, which is terrible, but
Is Bettman still 4 in your eyes? Are you really still putting Roger Boy at the
Are you
bottom?
putting Stern number 1 or not Stern?
Silver.
Silver.
Silver's one. I did it. I
Stern.
wrote something about this. I actually did 5. I included Mark Emmert. I had Silver
that?
at 1, Roger Goodell at 2. Man,
That was
well,
hard,
actually, I had
That's very
Silver
big
at
of you,
1,
Kevin.
50 feet of shit at 2, Roger Goodell at 3, Rob Manfred at 4, 5 I had Gary Bettman, and then 6 I had Mark Emmert.
See, with Gary Bettman, he doesn't put his foot in his mouth. He's just an idiot.
Yeah, he's also caused 3 lockouts and then put himself in the Hall of Fame. He continues to take teams from northern cities to try and make hockey in the South a thing. Sorry, no one gives a shit about hockey in fucking Atlanta or Arizona, Gary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Gary.
sorry. In Arizona, the only like the Diamondbacks barely can sell out games, man. Like basketball, football, baseball. Just stick to the big 3. Yeah, which I found out yesterday.
Too
Phoenix
hot
is the
in
5th
Arizona.
biggest market in America. When the fuck did that happen?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Retirees, man. Everyone goes down there. I know a lot of people who went from Ohio to Phoenix.
I feel like population
Wow,
is different
interesting.
than market.
No, like market. Like they got 5th biggest market. I was like, what the fuck?
What was the metric for this, though? Was it just
I don't know.
population
They were
size?
talking about it on SportsCenter when they're talking
Market,
about the Cardinals. Like,
market, I think implies population. Yes.
it implies population, commerce, and like 2 other things.
Okay, that doesn't mean fans of the sports, because like JD said, a lot of them are retirees who already have their teams.
Also, I will say this
Also,
right now,
even if you're not a retiree, you don't care about Phoenix or Arizona sports.
But
no one
if you
gives
do,
a shit
if you're
about the
from
Diamondbacks.
around the rest of the country and you do like baseball or hockey or something, you would go in your team's in town. So that's something.
like, listen, I would move to Arizona. Honestly, if somebody's like, "Yo, I'll give you a job in I'll give you a job in Arizona, like in Phoenix, I'll set you up with your style, whatever. I'll move there. Fuck it. The dry heat doesn't bother me, honestly.
I've never been. I don't go
That
west
sounds
very much.
terrible.
I really
get to
don't
watch.
go west
I
either.
get to go to 160. I get to go to 82 Diamondbacks games a year. Fuck yeah, I'll do it.
Most west I've ever been was Colorado, and that was last year for a wedding. Fun
No,
time.
Colorado's
I've been
awesome.
a Puerto Vallarta to Mexico.
Colorado's dope. I very much
Mm.
enjoyed it. Very much.
I've
never
briefly
west of
been in
Mississippi, so
Fair enough.
You been to LA?
Let's talk
Yeah.
some college. I want me, Samir, and JD, and Jake for a little bit talked basically about Brian Kelly, Lincoln Riley, and I mean I throw Rhett Lashley in there just because that's my guy, and I'm happy he got his job at SMU, well deserved.
You know,
But-
the big 3.
Yeah, big 3, 1 week late.
One everyone's talking about.
Billy Napier is a bigger name than fucking Rhett Lashley.
I'm just happy he got a head coaching
Kev-
job. He's
Kev
a
picked
great
up on the
offensive
joke.
coordinator. He well deserved. That's all I'm throwing his name in there for. It was just a shout out.
Shout
Nothing
out.
nut. But yo, also how big of a
Congrats,
dick.
Rhett.
Can we talk about how big of a dick Brian Kelly is? Seriously, the stories that are coming out about him from A to Z are hysterical. This guy is the biggest piece of shit on the planet.
I don't know why anyone's surprised. He did
Well,
it to
this isn't
Cincinnati.
new. He killed a kid.
Yeah, he did. That's a
Okay,
fact.
so
had
remind
a-
me the
he
story
got a
because it's been a
student
while.
killed.
He said, "Sir, it's really windy up there. You think I should go up there?" He said, "I don't care if you die. Go up and film."
Yeah, so he had a
practice."
scissor lift
then
that
he
was supposed to
died.
be like 25
That's
miles per hour
crazy.
winds is the most they were supposed to be used in, and there was predicted to be gusts of up to 45, and he put a student up there to record practice when they shouldn't have been practicing outside anyway, and the kid fucking died.
He did. That's a fact.
From like falling off the scissor lift or like,
The scissor lift
he
getting
fell
blown
over.
over.
Yeah.
oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I remember this now. Fuck.
And then
like,
and then he was like,
how
he
many
might have
years ago was
lived,
this?
and Brian Kelly went over there and put a pillow over his head. It was disgusting. You not seen the film?
This I feel like this was like mid 2010s, like 16 or 17.
It was like right away at Notre Dame, wasn't it? Like pretty early in.
Oh, he was at Cincy since like 14, right, JD?
No,
before
he
that.
was
Yeah.
at Notre Dame since like 10.
Yeah, he's been there for a while. Since he went to the Orange Bowl in like 2010, I think.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe even 09. I don't know.
2010.
And he went to St.
is-
John's Prep, so fuck that guy.
Yeah, I hate St. John's Prep.
Kevin gets that, but
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
What's our
Somebody
school?
have a
Jake, what's our school? What's our school?
Severian. Yeah.
Severian or die, bitch.
Yeah.
St. John
There
Prep.
we
sucks.
There we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wait, Jake, you
2000
went to
What's our
Zavarian
mascot? What's our
too?
mascot?
I did. Yeah.
No, fuck you.
Jesus.
What's our mascot?
Wait,
What's our mascot?
Kev, does he know my cousin?
Hawks. Ha!
I have no idea.
Who's
Severian.
your cousin?
Andrew Clem.
Hey, wait, JD, say for me.
Doesn't
say for
ring a
me,
bell.
Sounds about right.
Go Fairfield Ludlow. Fairfield Ward. Stink.
Fairfield,
Hawk, there we go.
Buffalo, Great Day.
Ah,
Red
yes.
Hawk.
It's just-
I just hate that St. John Prep.
Yeah, the worst.
We have a
Yeah,
St.
that's
John's
the
in our
worst.
league too, and they're also the worst. So screw.
Also,
St. John's. I
Oh,
think,
us
is-
too.
Yeah. How about
There's a website called Brian Kelly Killed a Guy, by the way.
Oh my
Love
god.
that.
That's awesome.
Can I
Brian
subscribe?
Kelly
Can I
killed the guy.
contribute? Can I donate?
And it just says
Are they
Brian
taking
Kelly
donations?
killed a guy. And then there's a link to Brian Kelly, a story on Deadspin about him. And then Killed a Guy is an ESPN story about him.
That's
Wow.
hilarious. Oh my
I want to
God.
donate.
Okay, can I also say this? This is my opinion. I came to this opinion yesterday. I was shooting the shit with my boss. I was about to punch out. We were talking sports for a little bit. As you know, friend of the show, my boss Dan, shout out. We were talking about Brian Kelly, Lincoln Riley. Like, I'm kind of disappointed. I wanted Lincoln Riley to go to LSU because I actually like Lincoln Riley as a person, and I like LSU. USC and Brian Kelly would be hysterical, but like now, like I can't really root for LSU at all in good conscience because Brian Kelly's a piece of shit. So
Wait, I'm sorry. This is why you can't root for LSU?
oh, on top
This
of the
is-
fact that they
this is
basically
why.
have like the scummy.
Oh, would you get off your moral high ground? It's college football. They're all scumbags.
Not the Title IX
No,
violations.
no,
Come
Kevin,
on.
Kevin.
Not the stealing money from a hospital to give the players.
Allegedly.
No, he was found
Just-
guilty and
They
went
don't
to
need
jail.
that money. Them kids need that money.
Kevin. Like LSU on
It
my
was a
list
children's
of programs
hospital,
I
by
root
the way.
for
Good.
is like
What are the kids going to do with money?
Okay,
Not
you know how we have a
die.
Jared
What makes them
Hayes?
happy? The LSU Tigers winning natties. That's what saves
No,
lives.
what
Okay.
will the kids do with that money? Not die.
Yeah, well, it's a sacrifice
All
the
right,
entire state
Kevin,
has to make
To
for good
put
football.
a cap on this, you know how like I have my hate list on my like love college list of like the teams I root for. LSU was like 9 before all this shit started happening. This shit started happening. They were off the list. Now with Brian Kelly there, I'm like I almost kind of root against them now.
They were
I like
Brian
9.
Kelly.
I like LSU.
Well, okay,
Brian
so like
Kelly to LSU.
They have
is
cool
making me
colors.
Kind of root for
They
Notre
do.
Dame. I want to see them win
I
a national
fucking
championship
hate
now.
Notre Dame. I refuse to. root for them.
Same, but I hate Brian Kelly more. He killed
No,
me.
no, no. I hope Freeman has I want them to be just good enough and not be pussies and actually play us again.
Because
Because
did I
Brian
not tell
Kelly
you guys
pulled the
that?
plug on that and pissed me off.
Did
Which
I
is
not
stupid
tell
because
you
they would
Monday
have blown
night
out.
how Freeman is an excellent coach and should be a head coach? And come to find out, it's probably going to be. So, not that I care about sports, but I guess I
Okay,
know a
what'd you
little.
say? Because
But I don't
Kelly
care.
didn't like getting blown out.
No, because Notre Dame would have blown out Miami the last like 7 years,
Yes,
except for last year.
4 years
Including
ago,
last
we
year.
kicked the shit out of
including.
them.
Okay,
4 years ago.
Then the last year and the year before last year would have blown out Miami.
Whatever. We always had their number.
Always the great Miami.
Okay,
Notre
so
Dame.
2016 we lost on a game on Deshaun Kaiser like heave. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about that.
Toledo boy 419. Deshaun, Central Catholic.
I do like
Played against
Deshaun
him.
Kaiser. Great backup in men, by the way.
He I played against him in basketball, and he's very good at it. If you were shocked.
Well, he's a professional athlete, JD.
Yeah,
He's
no,
good
he's
at
incredibly good.
athletics.
He went to Central Catholic.
All right.
Notre Dame has in the series they have a 6.73 winning percentage.
We've always had their number.
Recently, like 80s and 90s, we beat them. But we're not talking about the year they fucking
80s.
give a fumble to the. Like, all right,
You
fine.
guys
That
played
was really
once.
conference-
You guys played once in the 90s and LSU won.
LSU.
Not
Wait,
LSU,
LSU.
Notre Dame. Sorry, same Brian Kelly still. But you guys played once in the 90s and Notre Dame won.
What
The
year was it?
Catholics versus convicts year.
1990.
Jesus, we lost
The
them.
Catholics versus convicts.
You guys won in 89, 87, 85, 84, 83, and 81. Notre Dame won in 82, 88, and then 80, 79 in Tokyo, which is weird. 78, 77, 76, 75,
All right,
76,
Miami
73,
pre-90s, like pre
Tokyo?
Howard Schnellenberger.
I don't
doesn't
think they
count
played
because
in
I'm
basically
gonna
our
buy
program
it.
was like
I don't think they
pre
played in Tokyo.
Schnellenberger.
You just lost all credibility to me. This entire website. I don't believe they played
Okay,
in
pre
Tokyo.
Howard Schnellenberger. Miami doesn't count as a football team. We were just basically
Oh,
EJ
like when they
Samir
weren't paying players, it doesn't count. Gotcha.
Nah,
just like Ohio State, Michigan, Alabama. Everyone else pays players. It's okay.
Hey, Alabama doesn't play players. They give
They
them
pay them in
Corvettes.
cars. I forgot.
They give them Corvettes.
Right?
Our
like
poor
Henry
players sell their shit because they're not getting paid.
Yo, why did they finish their season in Tokyo?
I don't know. That was I saw that shit once
They
when I
didn't.
was looking up like stats for that, and I let it go because I'm like,
Nope.
maybe it was just an international bowl. It doesn't make sense to me.
No, I don't
Hang
buy
on,
football in Tokyo.
All right.
Hang on, I'm pulling this up.
Okay.
All right, you
what
get to
Kevin's
the
looking
bottom
at,
of it.
boys.
November
you,
24th, 11 p.m. versus Miami, Florida, National Olympic Stadium, Tokyo, Japan.
They flew
That's
to Tokyo.
wild.
Tokyo, big
Yeah,
football market.
The Coca-Cola Classic, formerly the Mirage Bowl.
Interesting.
Honestly, it could be right. Like I've never been a fan of the sport, so I don't
A
follow.
lot of people have played in Tokyo, which is weird to me.
News to me. Yeah, I mean, you could tell me they played in Japan. I don't know. I don't follow the sport.
I think that's what he's telling you, is that they did play in Japan.
No, but I'm just saying. I believe it was.
All right.
Hey, Pat, look, an Army win over Montana in Tokyo.
Wow. What year? Like
1984.
I was about to say 1946, but that's probably too soon.
Is there any other very distinct team we can look up records for against Miami and get to the bottom of?
Shut the.
We could look up Alabama versus Miami.
Okay, yeah. There it is.
There's only
At least
one
that would
game.
satisfy two people.
There's only one game I care about in that one. 1992, baby. Also, Alabama has a 15-3 winning on that. 833 win percentage for Bama.
Damn. All right.
Do you look at
All right. Can we move? All right, Leo.
It'll show
Moving on.
JD's asking a question.
He doesn't get
Winsipedia, it's a
entertained.
great
He's like
source.
sports.
Hey, JD, you just questioned their entire credibility. Because they're the ones who said Notre Dame played Miami in Tokyo.
Well, I don't know anything about sports, so let's move on.
All right, moving on. All right, boys and girls, it's time to do that amazing thing we do every single week.
Wait, what do we do? What do we do, Jared?
Masturbate feverishly.
No.
I'm not
daily.
stopping.
That's
Not weekly. Yeah.
Let's crack a six pack. Here we go. Kicking it off. We're talking about probably the best game of the weekend. Everyone's talking about this one. We'll start off right away. SEC championship game. I am actually planning my Saturday around this game. I don't give a fuck about any other college football games. I just want to watch this one. I might watch Big Ten. I don't know. SEC's got my full attention. We'll let Kevin. You want to go last or first? It's your call.
I'll go first because I don't trust Jake. I think he's going to
Fair
try
enough.
to take my upset.
I'd like to take Alabama as my upset.
Shut the fuck up. You're also not going to do that. You're going to pick Georgia.
You don't know.
Putting money on, you're going to pick Georgia.
We
Right,
both
honestly.
pick Georgia to win the Natty. Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
flipping a coin, dude. I don't care.
Oh, if Georgia loses, they're still going to make the college football playoffs and could still win a natty.
I
But
know.
the Alabama's record under Saban when favored or underdogs by a touchdown or less is 4-0. The last time this happened, they beat Georgia by 28. Georgia cannot beat Alabama. They have not been able to do it, especially under Kirby Smart. Give me Alabama. Also, this is the best offense Georgia's played all year.
True.
And Georgia hasn't had to sweat out a game. Like, yeah, it was a 10-3 win against Clemson. Georgia led the entire game. They didn't have to sweat out teams that blow
So
out
you're
every
using the
team.
fact that you played bad against bad teams as a column for your team,
No,
where
I'm
Georgia's
just
been
saying,
dominant.
teams that blow out bad opponents every single game, every week, they struggle come championship time, bowl time, cultural playoff time. Alabama did it a few years ago. Georgia's going to do it this year. Bama in the SEC championship.
There you go.
Are you sure?
All right, Jake.
I got Georgia.
As my
Sorry, Kev. Because they're playing in Atlanta. I hate when they do this, when they let these college teams play in like their own home state when they have huge rivalry games. But I think that's a legit advantage, and Georgia's looked unstoppable this year. I got Georgia.
JD.
Georgia, what's their mascot?
Bulldogs.
Bulldog.
Oh, I love bulldogs. Sure.
Okay.
I guess I'll pick them because the bulldogs are cute.
Samir.
Because I
I'm
don't
taking-
know anything about the teams.
Oh yeah. JD doesn't know. JD only goes based on.
I go by mascot and colors.
Yeah, and you know what? That Georgia bright red just has something to it. I'm taking Georgia. I think they're gonna win. They just look good.
You guys
They're
realize
good. They're
if
just-
Alabama actually fucking wins, Kevin's gonna be in Insufferable next week.
Alabama,
I don't care. I really don't
think
care.
probably
He'll
is
earn
going
that.
to win.
Oh, he'll
honestly.
earn that. It's just I've been best friends with Kevin for about 3 years now. You know, listen, when Alabama went, like last year, he did me a favor because I just wanted to see Ohio State lose. Thanks,
Well,
Kevin.
I'm not that bad when Alabama wins.
Actually,
He's
no, I
not.
will give you credit. You actually were the first person to text me after you guys kicked the shit out of us opening day, and you were actually very nice about it. I almost wanted to go down to the floor and punch Vinny from Rough Cut in the face because he was being a twat to me on air. I was like, dude, I might kill you.
My thing
Like,
also
you
though,
are
that
a
is
piece of
you
shit.
didn't really try to talk shit beforehand.
Because I knew we were going to get either
You're like,
ass kicked or
the best
lose.
I could hope for is a good game. And if you don't talk shit to me, I'm not going to be a dick after. If you and picking the other team is not talking shit to me. If you go after me, then I will be a dick after. But if you just pick the other team, like I'm not going to care that much.
Well, cheers to you being a good sports fan, Kevin.
Boo. Good sports fans.
I'm taking Georgia. I will say this: I think Alabama has it scares the daylights out of me. If I refuse to bet on this game. But my gut
I'd
says
hammer
Georgia, my
them.
heart says Georgia, my brain says Georgia, my fear says Bama. I'm gonna go.
I'm
with-
picking Alabama. I'm changing my pick right now. I'm picking Alabama
Okay.
because they're gonna win, and I'm gonna hate it, but they are going to win because they shouldn't, and that's why I know they're gonna win.
All right. Best for last, Patrick.
Yeah, so anytime that Alabama comes up in the six pack, I won't bet against them. I have a lot of faith in Nick Saban to somehow pull a win out of these what seems like an insurmountable odds type season for him. So give me Bama here.
Nobody in the 10 minutes we just talked about Georgia or Alabama, nobody said roll tide. I actually am very offended by this.
There's still time.
Somebody say it.
Kevin, look
I'm
at
going to make
you,
someone
man.
else say it.
Roll tide. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, this six pack is brought to you by the amazing people at YeatsOfficial.com. You want the best sunglasses for any occasion, $40, polarized, durable, stylish. Check them out. Corner booth for 10% off at checkout. We all got a pair. Well, at least except for Samir, but you know, and Jake, I'm buying you one for Christmas. Spoiler
It's
alert.
not possible.
Put them over your fucking glasses.
Get contact.
I got invited to a masquerade ball. This masquerade
Dude,
ball.
you weren't
The
supposed to tell
masquerade-
them. I didn't invite them.
No, masquerade. Okay, no, like it's someone's birthday party. and it's masquerade theme, and I'm like, this is the worst party theme for someone with the guy with glasses. I'm like, either I'm gonna be blind or I'm gonna look like a stooge. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Do you not have contacts, Samir?
No, I don't have contacts.
Why?
I love contacts.
I don't know.
I wear my glasses when I'm on here most of the time.
Yeah. Well,
You have a
ladies and
mask
gentlemen,
yet, Samir?
fresh shades like mine, or like Kevin.
No, I
or
don't.
Vance.
I don't know what to do.
Check out eatsofficial.com, promo code Corner for 10% off. Or I think also Kevin has a promo code for Tailgate in the Quad as well, but Corner Booth is better, obviously. So
And great for fishing, might I add, because they're polarized. Awesome.
oh
for
my
fishing.
god, yeah. I went fishing with these, I think back in October. It actually helped me a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
It
I
helps
was
to
wearing
see everything that's like 30 feet in front of you and down. It's so useful.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually did enjoy because usually I wear my Oakleys, but Oakley doesn't sponsor us, so Oakley can kiss my ass.
Right, I don't.
True.
I don't know. I don't know anything.
And also,
And
by the
might
way,
be-
to understand how much I know about sunglasses, my mother has managed a sunglasses shop for like 5 years. I have like 12 different pairs, and I
she
still
only
pick
she only sells Yeats.
No,
Yeah.
I pick Yeats. No, now she runs a gift shop.
I love that business model.
Whatever. But yeah, Corner Booth 10% off. Thanks for stopping by. Yeats, we appreciate Yeats as our official sponsor of the Corner Booth podcast. All right. Big Ten championship game. Wait a minute. Ohio State's not there. God bless America. Yeah. JD, this is basketball season.
We're a basketball school, always have been. Duke
Yeah, and
is
also the
bucket.
Bucks are kicking
Duke.
ass this year. Good.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we did. Never a doubt.
There you go. We'll start it off with I like doing the intern first because you know what? Jake always gives a solid take, and you know what? I feel bad because every time on our show, Jake sits there patiently, and when he gets a word in between me and these two jamokes down here, he actually
Jamokes.
has. A good
I don't know
point.
what a jamoke is, but
I don't like
using
that. That
word.
feels
Wait.
racially charged. I
Hold
don't
on,
like
wait
it.
a second.
What's a jamoke?
Wait.
Jamook.
What does
Jake.
that mean? man?
Smoke, whatever you think that.
Oh my God! Both of you got it. Jake, go.
All right, I got Michigan. I think they looked so good last week. I can't see them
I will not be
losing a game
silenced.
against 13 ranked Iowa. I just don't see it. I got Michigan.
Okay, so JD, you and me both crapped on Iowa. We both liked Iowa at least to compete the Big Ten.
I picked Iowa to make it to the Big Ten
You-
championship.
we
out of the
both
West.
did, actually. You convinced me
No.
Yes, you convinced me to take Iowa.
Oh, okay. All right, but I feel like I should get credit for that.
You do. You get. I'm giving you fucking credit.
Thank
But
you.
here's the deal: Michigan is a very good team. They have a lot of talent, and for some fucking reason, Jim Harbaugh figured out how to coach. So, they're not going to choke yet. That comes later. Michigan wins.
Cool. Kevin, this is your fault for disrespecting the rivalry, saying it wasn't competitive. I blame you for everything bad that's ever happened in my life. Yeah, Michigan's going to win, and I'm going to hate watch it all. Maybe cry a little bit. I'm going to get very drunk and deal with my problems the way I always do. Just getting drunk and pushing it deep, deep down and pretending it doesn't exist.
Are you trying to impersonate Kevin here?
Yeah. I learn from the best.
Cheers. At least your mom loves you.
Yes, buddy.
That's
Love you.
true. Yeah, I do have a mom that loves me. So I always have that. But,
Cannot relate.
yeah.
All right,
Uh,
take a
Flag
There he
is
goes.
vodka.
All right,
Is
all right.
that vodka or tequila?
Can I say one more thing
Nice.
Oh my god.
on the fact of I have a stat that I wasn't able to use, and even though the game's over, and it makes me sad to think about against Kevin in the argument for best rivalry. Do you realize Ohio State and Michigan, the winner of that game has gone to win the Big Ten or now the division, since it's been division the last 10 years. The winner, like both teams have a chance, and that game decides the Big Ten champion 48 times. That means the game has always had stakes. Alabama, Auburn, twice. The game's always had stakes. It's not even close. Throwing that out there. Twice it's happened for Alabama
Wait,
and Auburn.
so you're saying for that game, like whoever wins that game wins the conference or
Yes.
division?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I thought you were saying I want clarification. At first I thought you were
Yes.
saying whoever won that game won the division. And I was going to say, yeah,
No,
like
no,
one team's
like I'm
always
saying,
better
no
and-
matter who won that game, they win it all.
No,
So,
I
like, the game
understand
has
that now.
always had stakes. And that's a stat I found out after our argument, and I didn't get to use it. And now it's late.
This also speaks, Kevin.
Well,
This also speaks to how shitty the Big Ten East is.
What?
Penn State always is a
The
bum.
divisions are new, though. I'm saying, like, the fact that Ohio State, Michigan, like the game, it like has come down to who wins
It's a
the Big
shit to the
Ten.
Big Ten because let's be honest here.
Also, JD, I don't know if you saw the Twitter, the
You did
tailgate on the quad Twitter.
Give
I
credit.
said that I might have been wrong.
All right, yeah, you did. You get credit, and also, but like Jared, I dismiss your argument of like that's bad for the Big Ten. It's like no, it means they were the two best teams. Like,
No,
that
I'm not saying
strengthens
it's
the
bad
argument.
for the Big Ten. I'm just saying that means it's bad for teams like Penn State, who claim to be a top tier
Penn
contender.
State came in the early 2000s too, so like they're
Where did they come out of? Big East?
They were independent.
Really?
Beforehand. Like Joe Pa, most of his career was independent. Yeah,
It makes me hate them even more. I hate independent colleges.
yeah, they were like Notre
right.
Dame and stuff. But yes, you did
Moving
give
on.
credit, and I did see it, but I was
Dude,
I was
you just
sad.
picked the
drinking, so-
fucking game.
I already did. I'm done talking. I hate sports.
I'm taking Michigan.
Iowa, JD, or
weirdly.
Michigan?
I took Michigan.
You say Michigan's going to win.
They're
I'm
going to have a
taking Michigan
cakewalk
as
to the
well.
national
All
championship.
right,
though.
so here. Patrick,
Yeah, I'm taking Michigan.
Kevin, last least.
Everything in my heart tells me Michigan should win this game. They just came off of, and JD, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to talk.
Yo, you got it. You got to do it. It's
A
sports
dominant
podcast.
performance against Ohio State. Harbaugh looks like he got the monkey off his back and finally win a big game. Michigan should win this game.
Talk. Oh,
Michigan should win this game easily. And because of
motherfucker,
that, I'm
absolutely
picking
not one of-
Iowa.
Jesus Christ. Kevin, I've worked with you for so long. I knew exactly where this argument was going. Two words into the sentence, but
Well,
I am.
Harbaugh might have gotten the Ohio State monkey off his back. I think he still has one more fuck up loss.
Oh,
God, I love it.
I think he's going to choke in the
'Cause
first
he has
round.
been. Oh my
See,
God.
I think
He
he's gonna
wins
get
one
cute.
game and
I
he's
think he's
open.
going to get cute. He's going to go, well, we just beat Ohio State, so we can do whatever we want. We're going to just fuck around and try to air it out with Cade McNamara, which should never be your strategy. And I think Iowa's going to capitalize. Kirk Ferentz has been there too long. He's been there 20 years. He knows what he's doing. I trust in Kirk more than I trust in fucking Harbaugh. Also, I did kind of agree with what Harbaugh said, though, about Ryan Day.
It's ridiculous, but it's fine. I mean, like the guy acts like he's not 1-5 and like literally called the game off last year because he had 10 people with COVID. Like called the game off because he was scared. And now
I'm
like, he
not
finally
saying
gets
this
one.
was.
He finally gets one. Good for him. 1-6, whatever. But now he's running his mouth. Really easy to run your mouth now.
I'm not saying
bear.
that he should have said this. I'm not saying he should be running his mouth like this. And I'm not saying this also doesn't apply to him because he was also born on third with a silver spoon in his mouth and is acting like getting his first win against a rival is hitting a triple when he really was just there.
That
But
quote,
he is kind of right. Ryan Day did inherit an Urban Meyer team. He was born on third and then acting like
Sure,
he hit
but
it.
Ryan Day also was born
yeah,
from nobody
Harbaugh was
in New
born on
Hampshire.
second. Day was born on third.
No.
I-
Harbaugh was born with the silver. He's got daddy was a coach, brother was a coach. He did not get those jobs. Now he's been a good coach, but he got those jobs because the silver spoon up his ass. Ryan
I'm just
Day
saying-
didn't know anybody. He worked his ass off to get where he's at. And
I'm
yes, the
just
Ohio
saying-
State job was given, but I think earned.
He earned that. I'm just saying, like, he inherited. I didn't say he was given. He inherited an Urban Meyer team.
Right.
And also, I'm not saying anything before they got to their
Right. No,
current
I understand
stop.
that.
Like,
but I'm saying, like, for Hardball to sit there and be like, some guys are born on third. It's like your last name is why you've gotten everywhere in life, you prick. Ryan Day made something by himself. He's a little nobody from New Hampshire. Like, I hate that shit. And keep running your mouth. Poke the bear, Jim, because you got to come to Columbus next year. And you know what happens in Columbus.
oh, that game's gonna be electric. Ohio State's gonna.
you know,
be
oh my God.
I
They get
can't
one every
wait.
10 years. Blind squirrel
Kev,
finds a
should
nut.
we
Poke
make
the
that
bear,
the
Michigan
corner
fans.
booth trip this
Poke
year?
the
Should we get
bear.
tickets for
I'm
that?
back. Sports. I'm back.
That'd be
JD,
amazing.
JD,
$400.
you put us up for that, we'll all come out.
Yes. Done.
Like, show us the experience. We'll pay for
Done.
tickets. Like,
Done.
the 6 of us go out
Our
there. We'll
locals
do
at
this.
4. Better be ready.
Dude, are you kidding me? I'll
Four?
be drinking from 10 a.m. You, what the fuck are you talking
4
about?
a.m. No, I'm saying 4
All right.
a.m.
I didn't even make a banner for this. 1 second, please.
Sorry, I got all fired up. You know, and here's the thing. I'm perfectly Michigan fans want to talk their shit. I did it. I've done it for 10 years. 100%. Do it. You guys earned it. You kicked our ass. You played much better than us. You had a better game plan. All that. Jim Harbaugh opening his mouth when he's still got a whole ass season left to go. And we'll see. I think they're going to have a cakewalk to a natty, but poke the bear. Seriously. Let's see it.
I don't know if they'll have a cakewalk to the natty.
They're going to play Iowa and Cincinnati unless you guys win. They're going to play Iowa and Cincinnati. That's a cakewalk.
I think Cincinnati
in terms of
might give
college
them a run
football,
for their money.
What was that? Sorry, I missed it.
I think Cincinnati might give them a run for their money.
Sure, I'm saying like could Iowa or Cincinnati beat Michigan? Sure, but in terms of like to Big Ten championship and first round playoff game in the last like 4 to 5 years, this is the easiest 1-2 to get to a national championship in a long ass time.
That's fair.
You used to have to beat Clemson, like those good ass Trevor Lawrence and Clemson, to go to a national championship. Think this Michigan team would beat a Clemson team from the last 4 years? No shot.
Ladies and gents, let's talk a little Big 12. The conference that is apparently dying, even though basically Oklahoma is dying. Let's be honest. Lincoln Riley single-handedly destroyed a program in 24 hours, and it makes me I mean, I don't hate Oklahoma. I really don't, because I actually kind of root for them a lot of the time. But
He doesn't hate
Spencer
Oklahoma.
Rattler.
Yeah, that guy sucks. Dude,
you
those
mean bargain,
videos
you
online
mean
are
bargain bin
just
Patrick Mahomes?
horrible. That's not even like why I don't like. He's just an asshole. Like the way he treated his teammates, like it's just horrid.
Yeah, he's
Lincoln Riley.
Oh, by the way, I guarantee right now, betting odds, take Caleb Williams to transfer to USC.
It's got a 5-star quarterback.
He hasn't entered the transfer portal yet.
And they got a 5-star.
Can I also
removed his
complain about something from your guys' color cast the other day? Can I complain?
Sure.
Jared, you said Caleb Williams will show loyalty to Lincoln Riley because Lincoln Riley believed in Caleb.
I get Kevin. You
Lincoln Riley's a fucking 5-star. Or Caleb Williams was. Excuse me.
I understand, Kevin. You made your point and you were right. I checked it afterward. I was going to give you credit, but the show ended.
I was very confused by that comment.
I understand that point because I looked it up after you said it. Like, oh fuck, he is a 5-star. But here's the thing: it's like he also Spencer Rattler was supposed to be like this. Kevin, we talked about this last year and this year on both of our college when you and me did college last year, and then when we talked about college ball, just like shooting the shit on vacation. We both talked about we don't get the whole Spencer Rattler thing. I don't get it. Like this guy's supposed to be the next big thing. Nothing on film made sense to me why he was supposed to be this good. I don't get it. So Caleb Williams getting the shot and actually getting to keep his job after basically getting them the win against Texas. I get it. I think he's going to follow the coach.
Are you claiming you saw Spencer Rattler having a bad season?
Having a bad season in college could kill your career. We've seen that.
But you're saying you saw this coming.
We didn't.
I've also never saw why Spencer Rattler was so special. Okay, JD,
He's got a rocket arm. He's crazy athletic. I thought he'd be I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh wow, JD, I saw this coming. I did not.
With quarterbacks, oh my god, they're athletic. They have a crazy arm. Great. CJ Stroud, I like how he plays. He needs some honing. It takes a little bit of time. Bryce Young, I love everything about that guy's game. It scares the shit out of me. He's a fucking sophomore or junior, Kevin, junior, sophomore. Yeah. My boy Tyler Van Dyke, redshirt freshman, looks lit as.
Oh yeah,
good, right?
Fits in the category.
Almost an hour in, we got a Van Dyke.
Shout to me and Samir.
Oh, Anthony Brown.
Yeah, Anthony Brown not bad either, man. But here's the thing: is with Spencer Rattler, there's nothing that I look at him on tape and I'm just like, what the fuck am I looking at? It's not like I don't see anything that wows me. That's the problem. With generally these quarterbacks in college that are supposed to blow you off the page a little bit.
I saw stuff that wowed me last year. If I'm going to be honest, from Spencer.
It's Big 12. It's a 7-on-7 league.
I guess.
By the way, I'm picking fucking Oklahoma State. Go Cowboys.
I didn't.
John, that's not fucking sounded wrong.
I didn't get the Heisman hype. I got it more than I did for DJ.
Fair.
I thought Rattler looked a lot better than DJ did, and he probably was better this year. But no, Jared and I did not say Spencer Rattler was going to be bad this year. We avoided saying that.
Gotcha. But you definitely were not on the hype train. All right, I can respect that. Yeah, no, I thought he'd be really good. Like, I just thought this was a weird year too, and we're right because we were saying like I don't know who else was going to win the Heisman, so it just feels like easy because he's going to put up numbers. I thought. Turns out he sucks, but so does like this is going to be the worst Heisman class ever. So it just there was nobody right for the taking this year. But DJ's fall from grace is hilarious to me.
I think this is
and I will give you credit for that,
Heisman.
Jared. You called DJ hard.
So did I.
I wasn't on the show with you though. Like, you know,
I think
me and Jared did a college football preview, just us. That's what I was referring to. I'm sure you.
I think though the Heisman class in and of itself isn't terrible.
It's pretty bad.
No, in the sense that like the third and fourth place guys are about probably as good as the other third or fourth place guys every other year. But the 1 and 2 guys are probably as good as the third and fourth place guys other years.
Right. Well. Like Aiden Hutchinson is great. And I said before the game, even I think he's the best defensive player in the country, but he is not like transcendent good, should be in a Heisman conversation, like in a normal year at all. He is the best defensive player this year, but we've had better in the past. Like the fact, like if he were to like have 3 sacks against Iowa and somehow win the Heisman, it would be incredibly disrespectful to guys like Ndamukong Suh and Chase Young and guys who have put up like just better stats and were just more dominant. Like they just Tyrann Mathieu, like guys that were just more dominant and deserved to win it as a defensive guy.
Tyrann Mathieu was more dominant than Hutchinson is right now.
He returned kicks too though. Like
yes, no, in terms of special teams jobs, yes, but in terms of pure
like just value. But I do think like Sue and Chase Young like are 2 of the biggest game records I've ever seen. Like if anyone deserved to win Heisman's as a defensive player.
And Ndamukong Suh finished what 4th in the voting his year.
He went to New York, I think.
Yeah,
he was a finalist. I think he did finish 4th.
Yeah.
That year it was Tebow won it, right?
Yeah.
It was Tebow.
Toby Gerhart, yeah.
McCarron, I think, and Sue.
Yeah.
Okay, no offense to your Crimson Tide, Kev. I know he like that was didn't they win that year? That was the year after Mark Ingram, right?
Before. I don't know. 2011.
No, did Tebow won it in 2012? No, Tebow was out in
2011. He won in 2011.
Yeah, Tebow was his rookie year was 2012.
Like Tebow won it when he beat Oklahoma in the Natty, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So that was
2011, I think, right, or 2010. I don't know.
No, it was.
No, he beat Texas. He beat Texas.
No, 08 was Ohio State.
It was the 08 Natty.
Yeah. 08.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to give this a Google.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because Alabama won 09, 11, and 12. Auburn won 10.
Okay, then I guess it would have been okay. I was thinking the year. Then it was 08 was the season. 09, I gotcha.
2006 and 2008.
Yeah, because Ohio State lost in.
And then it wasn't McCarron.
06, 07, back to back. They lost to Florida.
It definitely wasn't McCarron. Yeah.
No, because McCarron didn't start until 10.
But
no, McCarron didn't start until 11.
Either way, it's a weak year for Heisman, and although like Hutchinson probably deserves to be in the top 3, I don't think he deserves to win it just because it's like, shit, man. Like there's just been better defenders, like even recently. For him to win it would feel kind of cheap. Also, he's just not. Like you would have to look at him as one of the best defensive players ever. Yeah, and you would have to look at him as like, oh my god, like he's one of 2 guys to win a Heisman as a defensive only guy. Like he must be one of the best defensive players ever, and it's like no, he's really not.
He's not going to win
it. I don't think he will either. He'd have to like have like a strip sack, like 3 or 4 sacks this week, something.
You'd have to have 2.
Even that wouldn't let him win it. They would go. They would look at it and go.
Well, what it comes down to is if Bryce Young, first of all, Bama wins 1 or even 2. Bryce Young puts up numbers against this Georgia team. It won't even be close. It's Bryce Young's to lose.
I think it also doesn't matter if. I don't think it'll happen if Bryce Young struggles and Aiden Hutchinson goes off. They will give it to C.J. Stroud or Kenneth Walker or something. They're going to look at it and go, "Oh, Hutchinson, he's not one of the best defensive players to ever play the game."
I hope that's what they look at.
And by the way, JD, I think you underrated Kenneth Walker in the Heisman rankings. I think he's probably 4th right now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, he's got nothing left to do. Like,
sure.
Him and Stroud are both sitting home right now. Out of those 2, Stroud would win. So, like, there's almost like no chance for him.
Walker's not going to win. Right. Also, can we put some fucking respect on Will Anderson's name, by the way?
Sure.
I'm for it.
Respect
Yeah,
Will Anderson's name.
He's not a Butkus Award finalist. He's not a Best Defensive Player finalist. And people also, though, are talking about him being a Heisman finalist. They're like, Aiden Hutchinson
Take an Oklahoma
or
State if it comes up.
they're like, oh, it's either going to be Anderson or Hutchinson as like defensive guys who win the Heisman. But he's not a Best Defensive Player or a Butkus Award finalist. What the fuck are you doing? I don't get that.
I'm taking Oklahoma State. I kind of want chaos to happen and them to get into the playoff. I know it's unlikely, but it would be fun. So I'm taking Oklahoma State.
Jake, what are you thinking?
I got Oklahoma State too. I think I watched that game last week against Oklahoma. They didn't look amazing, but they could tough it out, and I could see them getting into the playoff too.
So this is kind of like a horror movie now. There's some kind of ghost, and it's one
Yeah,
by one.
Oh, no.
Pat, who are you
our
taking?
cast.
Can I take Baylor as an upset here?
Well, Baylor's not playing, so no.
Isn't Baylor Oklahoma State?
Yeah, they are.
I thought it was Oklahoma State.
No, that was
it's
last
Baylor,
week.
Oklahoma State. I'm an idiot.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you.
You're very stupid. Yeah. No, you are.
Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, you can. Oklahoma State is -5.5.
Yeah, I'll take Baylor as the upset there.
Nice.
All right.
I also have the game written down. I don't know why I was being stupid.
Is
I'm
Baylor an
gonna take-
upset?
Yeah, Oklahoma State's -5.5 in its neutral site.
Oh, I forgot about neutral.
It's at AT&T. Kickoffs at noon.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
wasn't
take
sure how that
Oklahoma
whole thing
State.
works.
Oh, I would have loved to take that. Damn. Okay. Sorry. Continue.
I like Oklahoma State in this game. I like what they've done. I like that team. I think they've had a very underrated season. Like, I know they're number 5, but like Baylor beating Oklahoma was always talked about. I feel like Oklahoma State beating Oklahoma wasn't really talked about as much. It's kind of Baylor and their SEC chants are getting all the hype. So, but Oklahoma State's had a great year, so I'm taking them in this game.
I'm switching. Can I go Baylor, actually? I'll
Not
tell
as your
Jared.
upset,
Wow.
yeah.
Not as my upset. I'm just taking Baylor.
Welcome to
Wow.
Baylor fam.
They pushed Oklahoma around. I think Oklahoma State's fine. Like, I don't. They are underrated, or they have been, but I still think I just like the way Baylor plays. I don't know. So I just feel
Interesting.
Baylor in this. I would hammer Baylor with the points if I was a betting man.
That's fair. Also, Jared's MIA, so I have to pull up the spread for these games now.
What's next?
It's Washington versus Las Vegas.
He is correct.
Oh, I'm taking
I
Las
took
Vegas.
Baylor,
in this
by the
one.
way, Jared. I switched to Baylor.
Okay.
I'm taking Vegas in this one. Vegas,
Pat took Baylor as an
Despite-
upset, by the way.
despite all odds,
Jake, who'd you
the-
take?
I had
He took
Oklahoma
OK
State.
Despite all odds, the Raiders always are finding ways to win. The crazy game against the Cowboys. Derek Carr is a good enough leader, and I really, I watched that Monday night game, and I'm not inspired by Washington. I'm really not at all. What I got from that game was how bad Seattle's offensive line was, not how good Washington is on defense. It was just pure ineptitude. And Taylor Heineke really couldn't move the ball that well. He's fine, he doesn't make mistakes, but it's not that great. I think Carr will just outplay him.
I'm gonna take the Raiders as well. They're that team that just won't die. I guess that's the right word for it. Like, their resiliency actually kind of impresses me. They shoot themselves in the foot, but then they win. They seem to just hang around, and the game against Dallas proved that they could have easily. When they took a knee, when they got the ball back with like 20 seconds left of regulation, I said, you know what, Dallas is winning this game. This is some chicken shit. Like, go for the win. Don't like play for overtime. And then they drive down and win the game with a field goal, and Dallas went offsides like 30 times. Las Vegas to me kind of is just that team that just won't die, and I think this week's going to be another one of those, so I'm taking the Raiders.
I'll take the.
Oh my yeah!
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
get it all out,
stories.
JD.
Someone needs to
A lot of phlegm there.
I'm gonna download this.
The Raiders. That's what I think.
I'm gonna
The
download
Raiders.
this, cut it out, and send it to like a horror movie production. I'll be like, hey, next time you make a zombie movie, here's the noise you should use.
Jesus Christ.
Just
As
hire
long
this
as I
guy
see
as
some
an extra.
residuals, he could be my agent.
Oh, I would put in there that you
Yeah.
should hire him as an extra.
Yeah, you're my agent. Let's figure this shit out. We're going all the
All
way,
right,
man.
perfect. I'll get on that and I'll let you know when I hear back.
All right. Thank you.
Walking Dead slow, and I'll send it to them.
I think we're
Samir,
done.
can you be my guy who gets me things when I make it
Yeah, I can
big?
get you things.
Like
You don't actually have to do it. I just kind of want you to hang out the entourage.
No, I do it to hang out because if you were big and
Right.
famous, then we just
Right.
chill.
Right.
And we chill and watch football and like have fun.
Right. I'd be like, nah, this dude does like improv and shit. He's hilarious. Do something funny, Samir.
Yeah, and I
And, you
just
would,
make
like,
funny.
and then you would do something funny and we'd all laugh. It'd be awesome.
You wouldn't even have to ask me. I just know my
Yeah,
role.
you'd just be doing something funny. Like I
Yeah.
just look, check this kid out. Check this kid out.
Hey,
JD, someone thought you were dying, by the way. I
Good.
don't know. Why do people
I am.
text me? People
Right, everyone's
text me their
concerned,
comments
yeah.
and don't put it in the
Comments.
comments.
Yeah.
Also,
put
I don't know if the
fucking-
comments
I
are
am
working.
dying person who texted Kevin.
Are the comments working?
I'm
I
dead
don't know.
inside.
StreamYard's been weird lately.
Sure, sucks. Like, get your shit together.
All right.
They don't sponsor us. We pay them to do this.
Okay.
Yeah, we pay them. So get their
So it's
shit
fine. We can
together.
talk all the
Yeah.
shit we want.
StreamYard, we're the
All
All right.
customers.
Hey,
Yeah.
StreamYard, you suck.
Yeah.
I
I'll tell you
love-
this kid was funny or what?
Yo, you know who sucks balls?
sucks
Joel
balls?
Embiid, bro. Joel Embiid shot 3 for 17 last night. Al
Lifestyle
Horford
choice.
clamped him up.
That was terrible. Jalen
Oh,
Brown
amazing.
gave him the clamps on one leg.
Yeah, that was fun.
And
All right,
does
anyways.
nothing, dude.
Did we
I'm
pick
gonna
this
take the
game?
Raiders.
Yeah.
I love Taylor Heineke, but this Raiders team is just fighting through adversity week after week.
They don't give a shit.
They didn't have any adversity this week. No stories came out about the Raiders, so I think they're gonna win.
Patrick.
Not yet. The week is
Yeah.
young.
Give me the Raiders. I really like what Derek Carr's been doing this season, and
The who?
I think Derek Carr.
The
Who's
dark
the team?
way. The Dory Toy.
Who's the team?
Oh, the Raiders.
You didn't say it right.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not doing a 13-second intro of
You
all
can do
flag.
like 5-6
Yeah.
seconds. It's
No,
fine.
give me the Raiders. I really like Derek Carr. I think Taylor Heineke is very serviceable right now, but he's not going to be able to take a win against the Raiders.
We clean sweeping? Jake, you're
I
taking
love
Raiders?
Heineke.
No, I'm gonna go against it. I'm looking at this line.
Right. No
It's
clean
only-
sweeps?
I know, but it's only 2.5, and the Raiders are at home. That doesn't make a shred of sense to me. I think this game would be a blowout. Washington's secondary has a lot of holes. I don't think Heineke's the kind of guy that can go on the road and win a big game. But because of all these things, and I'm so dumb with gambling, 2.5, like that doesn't make any sense. That means Washington's gonna win. Give me the football team.
I love that. I love
Interesting.
it all.
All right. Broncos, Chiefs. I wanted to take the Broncos so bad as my upset, but I'm not an idiot.
Jury's
Contrary to
still out.
popular belief. Like my gambling habits aside, 9.5 is just too much. The Broncos against the Chiefs last week. I look at it like the Chiefs were just the Chargers. I mean, sorry.
So say they're playing 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, the Chargers last week. I don't know what happened. Because I also watched the Broncos get their ass kicked by my Eagles, who lost to the damn Giants, who are terrible. So,
we're in the hunt. We're in the hunt.
what? You guys are like peeking
We
into
saw.
the screen? Like, shut the hell
We
up.
saw. A lot of talk.
We're a game behind you.
Yeah, it means a lot. Okay,
It
like,
does.
give me my.
How
Kyle
bad are
Long's-
you? If you lost
Kyle
to them.
Long's back this week. Offensive line's getting better. Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Chiefs. The defense been playing better. That defense improving, and I'm assuming Mahomes will have it figured out. I'm gonna take the Chiefs.
All right.
I'll take the Chefs in a bludgeoning of the Broncos. The Chefs are back.
Jake.
Yeah, not much analysis to give here. The Chiefs have looked great. I got the Chiefs. Samir, who you got on that baseball there? You
The
seem to have a lot of
2011,
signatures on
the
it.
2011 Yankees.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, good year. Good year.
There's some good ones.
Yeah, what's that like? You got like
Oh,
Teixeira.
Yeah, I do.
Who's the
Teixeira,
boy?
Teixeira's right there.
Nice.
And Rafael
Nice.
Soriano right
Look
there.
who showed up.
Yo, who's saving
I
this
just
thing?
like fiddling around with it.
Saban,
Yeah,
who you
like a
picking?
fidget spinner.
Oh,
Yeah.
I also have a tech deck. Oh, I don't have it on me, but
Broncos
I
or
would
Chiefs?
I don't know where Ghost is. I think he might be up in the rafters. I'm not even sure.
Oh, yo,
I'm gonna be
boy.
fully honest. I thought you meant Nick Saban was having a press conference or something, and he was saying some crazy shit.
That might be true too.
No, he doesn't have press conferences Thursday at this time.
No, it didn't make much sense, but I didn't know your dog was named Saban, so when you said that, I was like, what?
God, dude, learn the lore.
I
Learn
know,
the
I know.
lore.
I gotta catch up.
That's it. We're doing weekly quizzes.
Chiefs.
What's my middle name? Guys, can we go around and all say our
Broncos,
middle
Chiefs.
names?
Wait, everyone guess my middle name.
You don't have one.
Samir, Tim.
You don't have one.
Yeah, I don't have one. He's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Why?
Wow.
Is that not a thing?
I don't know.
Your parents just didn't give you one? Or is that like a cultural thing?
I don't know. I don't have one.
I'm asking. Why?
Usually, I guess.
I don't know
yeah,
if I had to
guess-
fill this out. I don't know if I had
It's
to
not
fill
like
this
a-
out on any like the forms and shit when I applied for this, but my real name isn't Jake. Does anybody know this?
Is it
Jared?
It's
no.
not Jake.
I'm interested to learn more.
I have a
Is
friend
it
like
Jared?
No, my real name is James,
that. Right.
but I go by Jake. Literally, nobody on earth calls me James. Jacob
I have
is
a
my
friend.
middle name.
I have a friend named Austin that goes, or I have a friend named Jesse that goes by Austin.
Do you guys know what JD stands
That's
for?
much stranger than mine. At least mine got the
Jonathan.
same first.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah what?
David.
It's not Davis, Pat. I'm not Jeremiah Davis. You're freaking.
I tried.
David.
Daniel?
I tried.
No. It's
I was going with
John
David.
Dory?
Doug G.
Dean. Jeremiah Dean.
Oh, I was going by
Dean.
I was going with David because Jeremiah is a Bible name.
Yeah.
So I figured David.
Jeremiah
What do you have to
Dean.
say, David?
It's both my grandpa's names. My grandpa's names are Jeremiah and Dean.
That
My
sounds
parents
like a
wanted to
killer
call me
whiskey
JD.
brand or something.
My parents wanted to call me JD before they had a name like picked out. And then they realized. Yeah.
Kevin, Patriots, Chiefs, Broncos. Pick, sir.
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Okay, we're clean sweeping for the Chiefs.
I'm trying to get Saban's
Samir, do your parents have middle names?
I think my mom does. My dad doesn't.
Okay.
Saban,
But
come
it's not
talk to
like
your
a cultural
cousin.
thing. It's just like a thing.
There he is.
Yeah, I don't think it's a cultural thing per se.
Okay.
I just don't
That's
think
what I
it's
wanted
a
to know.
thing. Like, I just don't think
Which
it's a
side are
thing.
you Polish on?
My mom's side.
Yeah, it's more a cultural thing. I knew you didn't have a middle name because I had a friend in college who didn't have a middle name, and he was.
It's just they don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. Is it just Okay, that
don't
makes
do
sense.
Why do I feel like I knew that from a friend of mine?
I didn't know that. This is the first time hearing
I have
that.
magic.
That's why
I'm
asking so many
magic.
questions.
Wait, guys, I'm magic.
All right, last of the six pack before we get into
Spider
our
tack.
games. Pats,
Oh wait.
Bills, Monday Night Football. Oh my lord, this is gonna be a fun time.
Oh, this game's
JD,
gonna
you're
be
up
awesome.
first.
I want Kevin. It's not personal, but it's more just I hate the teams you root for. I want you to have a similar feeling of what I had last week. I want you to go 0-2, and I'm going to say nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. This is
Yeah,
still their year. This is still their division. Give me Josh Allen and the boys, giving the Patriots a much needed little humbling. Much needed.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is in Orchard Park, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't want to admit this, but I think this is a Bills win. I think it comes down to a field goal. As much as as the Pats fan inside of me is trying to come out here, I think it's because it's a home game for the Bills. It's going to be a Bills win.
You'd rather have the home game later in the year, though, when it's this close.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
However, I just think it's that type of game where it's
Or have you
both
guys already
teams have
played?
equal-
No, later in the year, our next game against the Bills after Monday is 2 weeks after.
That's what I'm saying, though, is you would rather
Yeah.
have the game that's more coming down to it at home, like the one later in the season. So I think
Yeah.
that's a win for your guys.
No doubt, absolutely. But I just think it's the type of thing where both teams are so equally talented, where I just think it's home field advantage decides the winner.
Trust me, Kev, I get that. The Browns play the Ravens literally 2 times in a row.
I feel like
It's
that's
so
so
dumb.
I know sometimes teams rival or division games are close to each other. I feel like they're never this close.
The Browns literally played on Sunday, are on a bye, and then play again. Like they're literally.
I don't think
fighting
the
for
schedule
myself.
makers
So
expected
stupid.
this to have such like
So
playoff
stupid.
implications too.
But like between
Yeah.
the Browns, Ravens, how could you not? Those are like the two teams in the division.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, you're saying for the Pats? Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the Bills too. I think.
Samir, you didn't say the words.
Well, I mean, I thought we all knew. I thought we all knew that nobody circles.
It's a corner booth
I thought
joke.
nobody knew. I thought we
Remember
all
the
knew.
corner
I
booth?
thought it
You
was
say it.
implied.
Right. I thought we just all were kind of under the guise. That
I don't know if
No,
it's a
I'm gonna
corner
say it.
booth
JD
joke.
said it. You
The Chris
schmuck.
Berman joke.
Well, I mean, nobody
Everyone.
circles wagons, right? But nobody circles that, right?
Thank you.
Like the Buffalo Bills.
Redeem yourself.
Yeah, and so I think they're gonna win. I think the Bills' defense is better than it was last year, especially with Gregory Rousseau. What a steal in the draft! And yeah, I mean, Josh Allen, he looked good last week, and Matt Breida looked good. So maybe they'll have like a little more utilization of a back that can catch the ball a little bit.
Anything's better than Zach Moss.
Yeah, I think in a game like this, maybe we see Mac Jones makes his maybe first mistake. Even though I know he doesn't make a lot of mistakes, and I'm going to credit him for that, it just might happen now.
Saban's freaking out, so I got to take him out in a second. But the Bills had their fun in the sun last year, but Daddy's home. Give me the Pats.
All right, Kev, we'll see you in a little bit. Ladies and gents,
Yeah, so-
you know the words. Well, Jake, you pick your pick yet?
No, I haven't. I got the Pats in this one. The Bills' secondary is depleted. Trey White's out for the season. Their safeties have looked like they've lost a step. The team doesn't look great. Their rush offense isn't great. I know they got smacked last year late in the season. That Diggs had like 4 touchdowns game. But when Bill gets beat up by a team like that, he schemes so well to beat them again. And the Patriots haven't lost on the road this year. So give me the Pats. They're going to overcome the wild Bills Mafia home field advantage. Let's go, Pats.
See,
JD,
I'm playing
Samir.
both sides, so no matter what, I win.
JD, Samir,
Hmm.
you know what it is. You know what I'm about to say.
I know what you're about to say.
Nobody circles the
It's
wagons, like the
Right,
Buffalo,
like the Buffalo
Bills.
Bills. Yeah.
Listen, we are a Bills podcast
Hey,
at the corner
uh-huh.
booth. It has been this way. Me and JD picked them to win the AFC. I picked them to win the fucking Super Bowl. Josh Allen was my MVP pick as well to break the
Mine
MVP
too.
Super Bowl curse. You picked. Oh yeah, that's right. We both picked him to win MVP. Whatever. I'm sticking with it. Josh. Okay, listen. I don't care. Mid struggles. November is the weirdest month in the NFL because you have teams that are contenders struggling. You have teams that are pretenders accelerating. Everybody makes no sense. Here's the deal, though, guys. The Bills still have a great pass rush. Yeah, Travis White's out for the season. That fucking blows. I feel so bad for Bills Mafia. But Sean McDermott's still a damn good coach. Josh Allen's still a good quarterback. They figured out, Matt Breida might be better than Zach Moss. Who figured it? Who thunk it? They still have a top 5 receiver in Stephon Diggs. Just Dawson Knox is finally catching the damn ball. Yeah, no, give me the Bills. I think the Patriots have played a lot of good teams. They've caught a lot of good teams off guard. I still think they're a very good team. But I think they haven't played a team like the Bills when the Bills are motivated. The Bills are a little pissed off. That Colts game was a little bit of an embarrassment, and they're on a murder tour, and the Patriots are next. So, yeah, give me the Bills. All right, upsets and gimmies. So far, only Pat and Kevin have upsets for me. So the rest of the schmucks, including me, gimme.
So, am I wondering, can I take the Giants +4 against the Dolphins? They're
Wait,
away?
They're home or on the road.
They're on the road.
No, that's a 1 point.
Okay.
I'm going to interject my gimme real quick.
Go for
Yes.
Yeah, Bucks Falcons. Absolutely. Give me the Bucks.
I'll go if Samir is still searching.
Yeah, I'm
Go for it,
looking.
JD.
I'm looking.
Pat, people from Ohio, what do we have?
Corn and Jesus, baby.
Corn Jesus Ranch. You know what we don't have? Nice things. And right now, Cincinnati thinks it has something nice. They are going to lose in their conference championship. The season of dreams come to an end because people from Ohio can't have nice things. We just can't. And Cincy
I
is toying
really
with it.
hope
That being said,
Cincinnati-
Cincy's kind of from Kentucky, so whatever. But I'm going to take Houston. Mine are getting 10.5. I like Houston to straight up beat Cincinnati and end the season of dreams. Cincinnati's hanging on by a thread, and I think Houston's really good. And I think they're going to be looking ahead. They're finally in the playoff. There's no chance they don't make the playoff if they win out. Everything's ahead of them. And that scares the shit out of them because they never wanted to make the playoff. They just wanted to sit back and go, we didn't get in. No, they're going to get beat, and they're going to be no one to blame but themselves. Give me Houston. Also, upset king because I got last week Minnesota over Wisconsin, over 500 for the year. King me, bitch. To the bank.
I won't king you, but I'll give you some props.
I will say this: it's very slim pickings for our upsets this week.
Oh, yeah,
so,
not a lot of college.
Not a lot of college. So I'm going with a little chaos pick. I'm going with the Lions getting their first win.
You asshole!
I was going to
against
say
the
that.
Vikings.
Wow, I can see it.
I have been,
Absolutely.
I've been saying the Vikings are pretty decent, but I think this is just a game where it's like, okay, finally they're gonna get the win. It's gonna happen. DeAndre Swift isn't there, and it's fine. I think it'll be okay because I think the boys are just gonna eat some. That's all.
Love
we're
that
doing.
pick.
I'm also in NFL as well. Since fucking Samir took my
There's not a
fucking
lot
pick.
of college.
Yeah, give me the Saints tonight, man. Like
I was thinking about that.
shit.
Tonight?
I
Who
wouldn't
they
talk
play?
about this
I don't
game at
even
all
know.
night, but it's like
They're
don't
playing
even
that
know.
Taysom
team.
Hill.
They're playing that. I don't know what
he
team.
throws a wild
Cowboys.
card into that whole system.
I don't know what team that
Is
is.
Kamara playing?
No,
I don't know. He is
he's not. He's not.
not. Actually, I take that
Oh,
back.
fuck.
Give me
I
that.
didn't make the playoffs because apparently freaking only 4 teams make the playoffs out of 12 in our stupid league.
Bro,
I did.
4 out of 16. I feel you.
I literally had this tied for the second best record.
Pat,
Because
didn't you
of
make
points,
the
I'm out.
playoffs and me and Kevin's the league?
So
you
pissed.
I'm in 3 separate leagues. I have one league where it's out of 16 teams, 4 make the playoffs. It's absurd.
That's absurd.
That is
Yeah.
absurd.
Samir's dead to me, by the way, because he took my upset pick. Asshole.
I'm sorry, man.
It's all good.
I'm
I've
sorry
been
that
with Kevin all year. Give me the Texans over the Colts. Something about this feels fun to
All
me.
right.
Sure.
I don't know,
Oh,
like I'm just feeling ballsy today. I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that like I'm really hungry. Maybe it's the fact that I just
Yeah,
got
maybe
a
it's you're
whopping
hungry.
paycheck for working my ass off last
That's
week.
the hunger. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me the Texans. I just, you know what? Screw it. I feel like the Colts are riding this momentum, and the Texans played really well last week, and they played really well the week before.
Sure.
Wait. Yeah, give me Texans. Kevin, give me a gimme.
What did I text you?
Jags
For
something.
me.
Yeah, give me the Rams over the Jags.
Yeah, they need to get right in.
I like that.
All right, Jake, you have a upset. You pick. Who'd you pick, by the way?
I got to give you an upset, and I hate to say this to your face, but I got the Jets over the Eagles.
Yeah.
Oh,
J-E-T-S.
I like-
Jets.
I like chaos on this show.
Wins. 5 wins.
5 wins. This is going to be one of them.
Oh my
They're well on their
gosh.
way. I just don't believe in
City
Jalen
of New
Hurts,
York
and
owns.
fuck it. There's not many games to pick. Let's go chaos here.
I love it.
Okay.
At the risk of Jared figuring out where in Connecticut I am and coming after me, but
You go to University of Fairfield. It's not that hard to figure out.
But where?
yeah, but where?
Okay, it's not that big of a town. I work in Fairfield like 4 days a week. I can figure it out.
Oh,
Guess we'll find out.
come say hi sometime.
I will.
Buy-
man. Let's
buy
go
him
get
a beer
after
one
I punch out. Let's go.
I was gonna say, wow,
Let's
you
do it.
really- Sounds like
Sea
you should
Grave
have
Cafe.
And then we'll kidnap
Sounds like-
Samir from
sounds
Boston
like
and come down to his hometown.
Yeah, kidnap me.
Freaking Samir,
All
man.
right.
I'm chill with being kidnapped.
We got our picks.
Nah, me too.
All righty. Anything else before we roll out of here? It is 7:58.
What else do I have to say?
I
have
have
a-
something to say.
All right, Kevin, go ahead.
Antonio Brown did not fucking do the same thing as Aaron Rodgers. Everyone arguing that needs to stop it.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
no.
Yes, thank you for bringing this up.
Way
I have
different.
legitimately seen people say, like, so Antonio Brown's being suspended and fined for having a fake vaccination card, but Aaron Rodgers just told the media he was immunized, but told the league and the team that he wasn't vaccinated. Why is he not also suspended?
Oh, you're arguing on behalf of Aaron Rodgers. Okay, cool.
Yeah, which is something I never thought I'd do. But
Yeah, no,
they
you're
both
100%
aren't
right.
the same thing.
Those are one is lying, one like is deceiving the public, but the league always knew. Yeah,
skirting the rules.
Yeah, one is a genuine like lie to the people in charge.
Yeah, that's you can't do.
One
that.
is also a
There's an
crime,
FBI
right?
hotline.
Right.
Yeah, it's a federal offense.
He could get 5 years. I heard.
Oh,
He won't because he's an NFL player, but he
Is
could. get
anyone
5 years.
surprised? Like
No.
I said it.
No, if there was gonna be a player to do it, it's him.
yeah.
I had the question: did he get the card from Evander Kane?
Ooh.
I think that's an important question we need answered. Where did he get the card? Was it former NHL player Evander Kane?
And was one of the was it John Franklin III also
Yeah.
got it? Was he a last chance you guy?
Yep.
Am
Yeah.
I getting the names wrong or man?
No, he was.
He was the last
Never
chance
would have
guy.
seen that one coming.
Shouts out about Ron Mack for confirming.
Yeah, my last statement is go New York Giants. That's about it.
I have a ticket on my desk for my first ever NBA game in 2010. It is a Milwaukee Bucks game. Can anyone tell me the player on it, who they're play? It's like Clue. The player on it, who they played, and the arena that it was played in.
Pacers. They played the
2010?
Pacers.
2010.
I don't know wherever Milwaukee. Actually, no. No, they
Was
played
an
the
opposing
Cavs.
player on the ticket?
Was
They played the
Brandon
Cavs-
Jennings on the ticket?
They played the Cavs at Quicken Loans Arena.
You'll never get them.
And the player was
Andre Drummond
Drummond
for the Detroit Pistons.
Is you think on the ticket of the?
Yeah.
You think I went to a Detroit game? Andre Drummond's on the ticket. Okay.
Okay.
You're never gonna get the player. So it's the Milwaukee Bucks. It is the Bradley Center. Again, Steph Curry, I believe, maybe year like 2 for him.
3.
3, yeah. And
Who is
that
this?
is Carlos Delfino.
You let
Oh.
Mr. B.
that was
shut
my
the
next
fuck up.
guess.
Yep.
Who
Carlos
said
Del,
Mr. B?
my favorite player.
Mr. B.
Yep, this was the first NBA game I've ever been to, the BMOS Bradley Center, which got tore down 2 years ago. And yes, I've been a Bucks fan ever since. I got a Fear the Deer shirt that day. Doesn't fit anymore, but I love it.
All right. Anything else before we roll out of here, boys?
No,
I got
sir.
one thing that came up in the middle of the show. UVA coach stepped down, and I just found out what his name is. Bronco Mendenhall is the best name I've ever heard in my life.
Never heard that before.
That's a phenomenal name.
Oh,
I had never
Bronco.
heard of him. What a good name.
What's up, Brown?
I don't know anything about the job or anything, but good name.
Wait,
Please
basketball?
hire
Or, oh,
Bill
no.
O'Brien.
Wait, Tony Bennett coaches their basketball team, so it's got to be
It's
football.
No, football. Yeah, they're
Oh,
football.
Tony
coach.
Bennett, the singer.
You guys want to hear a fun story? Also, Ohio State beat Duke. Go Bucks in basketball. Always been a Buckeye basketball fan over football. Never really cared much for the football team. Didn't even know they had one. But the
Basketball's
guy who
cool.
hit the game winner or to like put it up by 3 or whatever, EJ Liddell, I think he might win Big Ten Player of the Year. He was my sign language partner 2 years ago, and I have a 5-minute video. If he
That's
ever
cool.
makes it big, and I have a 5-minute video of us doing our sign language exam together. So
That's
shout
kinda
out,
awesome.
shout out EJ, my dude. Love you.
Nice.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for myself, little ghosty, not little, like, look at this dude. He's like, stop growing, dude. For Kevin, Pat, JD, Samir, and the intern Jake, we wish you guys a happy, healthy holiday season. Also, have a good weekend, and we'll see you guys on Tuesday for Corner Week Pod. Enjoy your weekend. Drink
Bye.
responsible.
Bye, guys.
Sports are stupid. Never forget.
Bye.
Shut up,
Bye,
JD.
everyone.